If you have 4 1/4 pieces, what do you have? So in this question, what is it saying? It's saying that you have 4 1/4 pieces. So let's look at what that, let's see that. Okay, so here we have this one piece here, which is 1/4, and we have 4 of them, okay? Now something to know here is that because all these are the same size, because they're saying 1/4, so that means all these 4 squares are the same size. This doesn't have to be marked here. It could be marked here, it could be marked here, and it could be marked here. So let's do it that way. Okay, so now we have 1/4 for all of this. So this is 1/4, this is 1/4, this is 1/4, and this is 1/4. And we have 4 1/4 pieces, right? Now, the magic becomes what happens when we combine all of these together. So let's do that. So now if I take this 1/4 piece and I put it on top of this, and then I take this 1/4 piece and I put it on top of this, look what's happening. We notice that we get this final result, which is equal to 4/4, which is equal to 1. So every time you have a numerator and denominator, which are the same numbers, it'll always equal 1, okay? So the numerator is how many pieces you have. The denominator is how many pieces make up the whole. And when they're both the same, that equals 1. And what also I just want to show, just for people who are curious, if you have 4 1/4 pieces multiplied, because that's what's happening here, right? We're taking this 4 and we're multiplying it by each of these 1/4s. What is that? That equals, and this is something we'll learn in the future videos, when you multiply, you just multiply this way, okay? So 4 times 1 is 4, and we just carry the denominator because this 4 here is actually 4/1. Any number when you have nothing on the denominator is just 1, right? So then 1 times 4 is 4, and we get 1. And another way to look at this is the multiplication way of looking at it. This is like a graphical way of looking at it, and we can even do an addition way of looking at it, because again, remember that multiplying is just repeated addition. So what is the repeated addition here? We're repeatedly adding 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. Now what does that mean? And again, this is another rule we'll cover in the next level, level 3, where we have all the same denominators and all the same denominators, which are 4, and that means we can just leave the denominator as 4. And we're going to learn about why that's the case in the future lessons. And now let's add these. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And once again, we're left with 4/4, which again is just 1.